brought me to coaching was originally I was in consulting. And what I found with that was that it was a very prescriptive, advice-based modality, which is often needed in businesses if you're looking for an expert opinion. But with coaching, it seemed to be more about mining the expert inside of the person that you're working with or in the business that you're working with. And that seemed much more appealing to me. I think people know themselves so much better than any kind of consultant or coach could know them. So I find that to be the main draw that I went back for, was how can I best mine someone's potential? The results that I've seen in the coaching have been phenomenal. With the consulting-based model, you're giving them the advice, and are they going to apply it? Are they not? With coaching, you're pulling the advice right out of them, and they're much more willing to apply it to their lives, to their businesses, and that produces results that are, beyond my expectations. I think what I bring to coaching is probably three things. I'm a natural storyteller, so anytime that I can bring in stories from other clients, stories from CEOs I've worked with, confidentially of course, stories from my own life that can be used as a metaphor to really shed light on the experiences that they're having, I'm all over that. I love that aspect of it. I think the other part of it is that I'm a grounded, strategic thinker. And with that, I think people appreciate that kind of style. At the same time, I think I allow myself to be creative, imaginative, and think really outside of the box. I think that's sometimes a rare thing when you've got that grounded strategic as well as this kind of intuitive, imaginative thinking. So that combination really works well. I think the third part is humor. I mean, this is fun. This is an opportunity to grow and develop, and it doesn't always need to be a very serious kind of doom and gloom, stuff. So I think I like, bringing humor into the conversations that I have with people. My favorite type of client to work with are the curious. I think people who come to the table with a natural curiosity, I adore. I'm also a very goal-oriented person, so I like it when people come to the table with goals, challenges, big opportunities that they're going after, and want to go after them at a pace. That is a challenging client to me, and that's where I tend to come alive and thrive as a coach. I think there's a lot of opportunity for good coaching work to be done when you're moving from that management to leadership capacity, and that's a thrill for a coach when they're moving from that doing to that being as a leader. So those are some of my favorites. I think when someone's considering a coach, I always offer this advice. If you're learning something new, if you're growing in a particular area, typically you would get an instructor or a coach to help you do that. And I think communication, leadership, business management, those are all areas that we're going to need, support and help with. So I kind of think, why would we not? If we have an opportunity to have support and coaching and certain types of advice, storytelling, experience sharing in order to grow into better leaders, that seems like a no-brainer to me. I don't know anyone who can really do it on their own. I think a focus on female leaders, I'm a female, I think it's a great thing to focus on. I've thought about that a lot, and recently Trudeau just came into office and elected 50-50, male and female, in his cabinet. And he got that question, why was that important to you? And he just said, it's 2015. And I would say the exact same thing. It's 2015, and we need to focus on how women can excel as authentic female leaders and how they can bring their whole selves into leadership versus just the traditional masculine traits that they've succeeded with in the last number of years. So I think that's the focus, is I would love to see a world where both genders are able to bring their whole self into the workplace. I think it creates a more dynamic and positive environment with better results. So that's a real goal of mine.